What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. Today is a spicy one, guys. TinoRw claims that he has found a pattern in aimbot. So let's crack on with the news. Within a recent video that TinoRw has put out, he goes into detail about finding a pattern in aimbot. He uses another person's video as well. I'm unsure who that actually is, but the person who's within that video is explaining the pattern of AI and how AI can be detected through patterns. Now, this is something that's been claimed in the past by multiple other hacker hunters, myself being one of them, stating that we can spot a pattern within the aim. Now, this video actually goes into detail about a very specific pattern, and TinoRw then goes into more detail after letting his viewers realize what the pattern is, whilst listening to this other guy speak about the AI pattern, and then he compares it to the likes of Catcher and joewo and others. But one thing's for sure, within this video he does actually use a clip of joewo, which will, well, it's going to start a little bit of a war between these Warzone pros and the hacker hunters, and the reason for that is because joewo is actually at the complexity event, or their location, playing on one of their setups, and he's claiming, TinoRw is claiming, that he can see that pattern in joewo's aim while he was there. So let's check the video out now.
What is an aimbot? An aimbot is a software or computer bot that helps you auto-target players in a third-person or FPS shooting game, also known as a weak AI, and that is their downfall. Let me explain. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a pattern in aimbot, and you might think, whoa, I didn't even know there was a pattern with aimbot, but you got to understand what aimbot is. Aimbot is a weak AI, and there's two kinds of AIs. There's strong AIs, and then there's the weak one. And actually, in today's time, we're not at the level to have a strong AI yet. So the only thing we have is weak AIs that mimic human intelligence. And at the same, you know what? I'm not really the guy that explains this kind of stuff. I'm the guy that says, "Bomba clot, yo," and show you the facts. So I'm gonna let someone else take over.
So today's question of the day is, what is strong versus weak AI? So while strong and weak AI might sound like very objective technical terms, they're actually a little subjective. So a strong version of AI is one that has a mind and can think. It's conscious, it's self-aware, it mimics a human mind. While a weak AI appears to mimic the human mind, but is actually only acting like it's thinking and can generally only perform a specific task. There's an artificially intelligent program called AlphaGo, and this artificial intelligence is amazing at the game Go. So you could say that it has strong artificial intelligence when it comes to Go because it mimics the human ability and sometimes surpasses the human ability to play this game.
So now we get into this pattern. You notice that his gun just went around his head like a half moon, but only when he drop shot it. Kind of weird, but it happened twice in the same game. And you know what's so funny about it? That was the only 2 times he got drop shotted in that game, which was weird to me. I was like, yo, that's kind of weird. Bro, isn't that weird that that happened the exact same way? Like, that's kind of creepy, right? And what the hell do you think I saw happen in that video as well? Yo, wait, what are the chances that happening to him right when I'm watching a video of someone saying that he's using aimbot? So if this is an actual pattern, this should happen to him quite often. So I went through his videos, and about 2 videos after, bro.
I'm dead to this poor soul. Oh, this poor soul.
very interesting. But now the thing is, you could set your aimbot to lock to different parts of the body. Head, chest, lower torso, leg, arm, anywhere your heart's desire. But that's where the weak AI comes in. It's trying to mimic human intelligence, so it doesn't know when a person drops shots in front of you, hey, maybe I should continue and try and shoot this guy in the face. It's not that smart, so it's gonna do what it's set to do, and it's very good at it. And then I noticed that happened in the game as well, and I was like, 3 different streamers. This guy was set to the chest, and the clip from joewo that the other guy sent me was a suspicious clip as well that had something to do with the chest. So now it's all adding up. So at this point, I know I'm onto something. So now I DM Stirfrox because he has cheats. And if you don't know who he is, you can check out his channel right here. And we did some testing. And in a few minutes, bro, easy claps, like easy.
3, 2, 1.
So now we just did the same thing with cheat. He didn't even have to move his analog stick for it to happen. So now you might be wondering what's causing this. So we have 3 theories because we were just messing around with the aimbot acceleration, aimbot smoothness, and where you set it to. So first place I started to set it to was the chest. That's where most streamers are gonna set their aimbot to. So it's just after that, trying to figure out the smoothness and the acceleration that these guys are using to make it legit. And that's the reason why when these guys go prone, move around, the aimbot doesn't just stay locked on, because their aimbot acceleration and their aimbot smoothness is set to the perfect amount where when actual players move around, it doesn't just stay stuck to that part of the body. It looks a bit more natural. And when these guys go down, their aim go right back to the center chest. Now I'm gonna show you proof of how I know these guys have their aim locked to center chest.
Then he snaps over to this guy's chest. Then a perfect transition from this guy's chest to this guy's chest.
Now, time for capture. The fact that he's hip firing right now and you can already see the bullet going towards his center chest is crazy and shows the direction this is about to go in.
Another smooth transition from chest to chest. Oh my god. And then this guy comes back and capture unloads on his chest. Oh my god.
Now time for joewo. And his clip is the oddest of them all, because when this guy showed me it, I was like, yeah, this is kind of weird.
This guy lagged in front of joewo and his aim followed the guy quite perfectly right along the center mass of the chest, which is kind of the giveaway of what's really going on here.
Now, let me ask you this question. Why is it that mostly every streamer defends one another?
So like we said, guys, there is a lot going on here, and if what TinoRw is saying is right, then that means that everybody who was at that event where joewo was playing at the complexity place, like they were all sat behind him at one point. You had Iceman Isaac, you know, Diaz Biffle, Lucky Shamu, and whoever else was there. There was clips of them all sat around watching Diaz Biffle, clips of them all sat around watching joewo. So that means if joewo has this pattern showing due to an AI or an aimbot, then that means that all the people who were sat there are aware of it. Now this is definitely going to spark some interest from a lot of people. So if you guys want to go and check out TinoRw's full video, the link is in the description below. I suggest you do. And if we find out any more on this AI aimbot or the patterns within it, we'll be sure to keep you posted here on the BBB Gaming News channel. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. BBB over and out.